Okay, whenever you're ready.
Okay. So my name is Annuska Vanderpool, and it's August the 14th today, 2014. And for the last 10 months I've been trying to conceptualize an art idea. And the art idea, it comes out with, I'll just show the pictures here. So it says the mental health system is not working. This is all it's pretty much the idea about my artwork. And it says, yeah, here is the solution. It's called the communication model. And then the patient's, what is the patient's and the doctor's response to the communication model? That's the solution to the mental health system that's supposedly not working. The doctor and the patient's response is that, no, we like the existing mental health system. So this idea is a paradox, and basically how it works is that the mental health system is asking for a solution for a problem, and then when the solution arises, the mental health system deny the approval of the problem and continue to work in a catch-22. So what it goes down to in a cycle is that we want a problem, we want another problem, and a problem. And in usually non-mental health organizations, or in the world of where continuity and solution-focused minded professionals work, there's more of a problem-solution kind of attitude, whereas within the mental health system, there's more a catch-22 system, which is a problem-based system. So that's where my artwork comes from. To take it one step further, I've conceptualized the written work in letters. I've conceptualized it into, tried to make it more deeper in the second part, and these are also animations, but this is the hard copies of the animations. So we're getting down into the paradox. The paradox is the mental health system in general, and Victoria as well. And the paradox is on an organizational level. Then the next step we have is called a cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance is what happens to an individual that tries to come up with a solution and present it to the mental health system, and at the same time the solution gets denied. And so how does it work on the individual? This individual, that's what this individual is going to go through in this little clip here. So the individual is going to receive cognitive dissonance from trying to change the mental health system, and the mental health system is a paradox. That's the bottom line. So there you have Upidum. The name of the artwork as well is the Vancouver Island Specials. That's all this creation. So then we have, again, trying to put the message out in more detail. The mental health system is not working. That's what the patients and the doctors, that's what Upidum, that's the name of this character, that's what he heard. So now he's going to try to, he's listening to the words being spoken to him. So then you have, so what Upidum does, he comes up with an idea as to fix the system because it was mentioned that's not working. So then Upidum says, well, here's the solution. It's called the communication model. What Upidum, that's what his olive branch is. So he's trying to reach out to the mental health system with an olive branch, like a peaceful token. That's the communication model. And instead of the mental health system, the organization taking the olive branch, what happens instead is that it's the opposite effect, which is a paradox because we're dealing with organizations. So then you have the patients and the doctors, which originally said that they wanted the system to be changed. Then they will say, no, we like the existing mental health system as it is. So then what happens is that the Upidum character, he feels really disconnected, he feels confused, he feels a major cognitive dissonance, and so that's the result of the denial of his voice within the mental health system. That's what happens to him. And to go even further, what kind of mindset will Upidum experience? And then these drawings here, this is what the internal states of Upidum would be. So you have a very big confusion. There's lots of movements, and here these are like, you could say, all kinds of internal states. This one's called insomnia and euphoria mixed together. This is what Upidum experiences after he's tried to express himself within the mental health system and getting pure denial. Then you have these are another shapes and forms that occur within the internal states. They can't be described in words, they can only be described in pictures. This is totally squiggly lines, so that's all kinds of audio and visual perceptions that are occurring all at the same time, and they're split up in all tiny little fragments in every direction in every direction possible. So the psychological state of UPdom is now being split and fragmented based on the fact that the individual tried to communicate to the mental health system, give them what they wanted, create an olive branch and a trust treaty, a peace treaty kind of resolution, and it gets denied. So furthermore, waking dreams start occurring in the psyche of the comic book character here. And then you have looking for resurrection. It's always a source. He wants to change, he's trying to contribute to solutions, because that's what he's hearing all the time, that they want solutions, and he's presenting solutions and none of them are being heard. So these are all internal states that are occurring. That's the main theme throughout. There's just a few more drawings here, all internal states. Then what happens is that these tried so hard had so many psychological components exploding, and the psyche is changing 100%, and it becomes so tiring that the comic book character starts to feel like a robot. And he has to, so this is all the experiences as being a robot, because he's so run down by, with all the feelings and the confusions that he's been working on a solution to try to make the world a little bit of a better place. And especially through the mental health system, they wanted a change within the system, presents them with the actual solution, and it gets denied. And so that denial, I guess, is it feels like a lack of a validation. And so all of these, like, truth has two faces. Like, do you want it or do you not want it? So that the cognitive dissonance, that's what all of these drawings are showing, the cognitive dissonance. It has it on the organizational level, which is the cognitive dissonance of problem solution, that's the paradox, and then you have it on an individual level, which becomes a internal cognitive dissonance, the internal states. So you can see you can see the lines. This is very clear that the feeling is helplessness, caused by actual external situations, not by. And these actual external situations manifest into internal states. That's cause and effect. Feeling like a small individual, but wanting to reach the top to provide solutions. These are all internal fragmented states that are occurring that cause pretty much a disarray, and this is how it feels. It feels like being inside a cyclone, and then all these little cyclones within the cyclone all occurring at the same time. You can never get out. It's a total lock-in.
Can I pause you there for a second?
Okay.
I was just going to give you an opportunity to go out the door.
Sorry, it's Brandon.
Yeah, it's no problem. It's cool. All right, go ahead.
So then you have the cyclone blitz that's occurring. So that means that within the cyclone, which is a locked-in system, internal, and it's based on external circumstances, you get little cyclones, including that you can't get out, and that's a feeling of total disarray. And so it goes on. These are the most recent ones from August 14th, these last three. So, and then I guess the main thing is that if for example, the communication model which UPdom as a comic book character proposed, if that would be accepted by the mental health system, which is what they wanted in the first place, they wanted a solution to making it more accessible, the mental health system more accessible and more humane for doctors, but also for the patients within the system. And if that would occur, and if the system would have been accepted, if the olive branch was taken like a peace treaty, and so if it was accepted and the olive branch was accepted, then what would have happened? You would have had more of a utopia. And this is an example of Vancouver Island, and with the ocean and with the sky. And everything is actually, this could be James Island, which I go to on a regular basis. I go fishing there. And so James Island is like a utopia. The ocean is 100% serene and beautiful. this is really what Upidum wanted to experience versus the confused state of a cognitive dissonance. So these drawings are part of the Vancouver Special concept here, and you can see that this is really the idealization and the dream and the hope that the communication model would have attained if it would have been accepted and instead of denied 100%. So perhaps in the future there's still hope. I think that's what the idea is that the communication model will be accepted. It's just something brand new, and there's a lot of resistance to brand new things. But these are the mental states that the comic book character Upidum would like to experience, and this will be attained when the model is 100% accepted and implemented within Victoria. This is like a rebirth of something brand new. This is a symbol of its rebirth. Okay.